Hello everybody, it's your boy Ant here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the Bunny Lava Citadel build. I promise you, Bunny is literally the easiest Descendant to farm this with. The runs are just about 2 minutes, give or take, and honestly, it's just easy. You basically don't even need to use your brain. Let's get right on into the build. Starting off with the maneuvering module. Mid-air maneuvering, this really doesn't matter, you can use anything else, it won't really make a difference. Next up, for the red module, we're going to go with electric charge. This is because when we are running jumping around the arena, we're just going to want to jump into him once we've got our electric charge charged up. That's basically it, simple. Now, let's talk about damage modules. So for damage modules, we're going to go all in with the maximized power and maximize skill immediately. We're going with as much damage as we can. Cooldown is not a problem with this build because it's literally going to be an infinite beam setup. Next up, we're gonna push the power even more with electric Synctium. Synctium, there you go, electronic Synctium, there you go. And then we're also going to use Spear and Shield to push this even further. We're not stopping there though, because we're going to go with electric amplification. This is going to push our damage even higher, and then we're still going to add one more thing to the setup, and that's going to be skill cost. Skill cost is going to allow you to basically go all in, and final wish is going to be a part of that. Maximize conservation, and last but not least, it's going to be strong mentality. Now, simple, right? We've got insane levels of damage, insane levels of cost. So what's the last touch? It's going to be HP. Now, with HP, we're just going to go with we're going to go with HP amplification and then increase HP as well. This is literally just because we need 2 HP mods to survive his attacks, because we're probably going to just eat a bunch of them. If you want to jump and time your jumps to him, you absolutely can, and it will help out a lot. Now, trigger mod. You'd think that we're going with the good all power beyond, but that in this instance is just not correct. We're going with wave eruption. Based off this additional damage per stack, this is going to make Bunny's beam hit significantly harder. So yeah, this is going to make the fusion build and the beam hit harder, so we're going to be going with wave eruption. So we've got our use for our new red module, new trigger module. As for the reactor with this setup, we don't have any mounting, so it's going to be electric fusion, and then fusion cooldown is the wrong reactor. We are going to be going with the where is it? I've lost it. No, I haven't. There you go. Fusion Colossus reactor. This reactor is going to allow us to do a ton more damage, and yeah, that's basically what we are going to be going with. Now, with the external components, we're going to be using 2 twos. Now, the first 2 we're going to be going with is the Enlightened Mage set. With the Mage, you can go with whichever comps you want. I'm going to go with this and this over here. So we're going to be using a Mage Power and a Mage Memory. And the other 2 piece is going to be Supernova. So with Supernova, again, we're just going to go in. The main stats you're going to want is max HP, MP recovery out of combat, max MP recovery in combat, and MP recovery modifier and defense. Then you're also going to want max shield and toxic resistance, or max shield and shield recovery modifier. Across all of these, you're going to want max HP and defense for all of the substats on the cores, and this is going to give you the best survivability and also a ton of damage. Next up, the arcade tuning tree. Now with the tuning tree with this, we're going to go and focus on our damage. We're going to go down here for the skill cost, and then we're going to go up here and around for the skill power. We're going to go all the way up to electric chain catalyst for a debuff on the boss to nuke him faster, and then we're going to go all the way down here for the arcade efficiency enhancement. With this is you're basically just going to get 10% more power basically constantly. We're choosing that over the enhanced skill power in this instance. You could go back and forth and mess around with them, but this is what I was running and this is what it feels best. Now, we are going to also slap that enhancement on for the power, and then we're just going to get a little bit more power by throwing the final node over there. Pretty simple. You could put a bit of HP on if you're struggling, but I really wouldn't recommend it. That's basically going to be the arcade tuning tree. Now, for the weapon, you can basically take any weapon. If you want to hold a thunder cage, God forbid, you can do that. An excavator, you can do that. A garden, you can do that. The weapon really doesn't matter. Mounting has been removed, so it's anybody's guess. I'm just going to slap a peacemaker in there. The build on here doesn't matter either. You just want to grab any weapon, take it in, preferably one with a grapple core on it, because that would technically help you be a little bit faster. And yeah, that's basically it. Now for the last bit, which is the inversion reinforcements, you're just going to want to go with the focus one over here. You're going to want to go with the probabilistic recovery system. Then instead of the HP one, you're going to want to go with the emergency antibody one. This is just going to give you additional resistances to basically, you know, tank a few more hits, stuff like that. Now that's the setup. Let me show you how criminally easy it is to run a lava citadel with Bunny. This is solo and the strat is very easy. It's very relaxed. It takes 2 minutes tops and you're basically going to be bowling. So let's get on into it. Once we load in, that is. The game loves to take its time. Why is it taking so long? It usually never takes 20 seconds for me to go into a fight. There you go. Right, let me show you how literally easy this is, because you're going to be very shocked. It's so relaxed. As far as it goes, you run around in circles, just like this. You spawn in, you run around in circles, you activate your first ability, and then you also activate your third ability. This is literally just so that you have the buff from it. Then you just activate Bunny's beam, and you're just going to want to aim at the weak points. You can see over here, we're just doing damage to the weak points. We're just going to nuke them. Aim at that little core up there, nuke that as well. Come back over here, start nuking his face, and it's basically as easy as this. He's gonna walk around and stuff like that. You can ignore it. You just want to keep locking in and just ripping him apart. You can see here, in terms of what I've actually done, I'm just, you know, standing here, not doing very much. Even for his immunity phase or his phase with whatever it is, you don't actually need to destroy these pillars if you don't want to. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to walk around him and just shoot all of his weak points off him, which will basically force him to have to regenerate them. This just basically gives him his heat efflux or whatever. It's just one of his mechanics, and well, I'm sure Nexon know how we feel about mechanics at this point after introducing Serena. You will take a bit of damage from it, but who cares? Damage is not real, and you're going to survive and kill everything anyways. Once he does that, he'll just do that. Hit him in the face. As for these little annoying shits, you can rip them apart. There you go, he's just recovered all of his stuff, and you just want to keep doing the same thing again. Rip that apart. Whenever this thing spawns in, rip that apart. He's going to do this phase. You want to go inside, and then look at the floor, it's red over there. You want to come back out of there, and then you're basically fine. Same story, just keep hitting him. Aiming for his face is going to be where you get the most damage, especially when he's recovered his components to his face. So you just want to do that. He'll do his phases, it doesn't matter. You can keep shooting him, doesn't do anything. One thing you want to time though is this lava. You can time it and jump over it like that, and you're basically fine. In terms of the bunny hopping, just bunny hop in his face as well. That's fairly fun. Just do that. Keep whacking him. You can walk around him as well and aim at his other weak points. That would definitely help out, especially when it comes to staggering him. You basically just want to time 1 or 2 really good staggers, and you'll be set to rip him apart even more. There you go, he's just knocked himself over. Do a bit of that, destroy that weak point, give it a few more seconds, and he is going to be down about now. There you go, easy fight. It takes about 2 minutes-ish, 2.5 minutes give or take, but you know, it's just easy. In terms of everything I actually had to do, all I realistically did was basically just use a beam and walk around him. 2 minutes 21 seconds in that run. The fastest run I've gotten was 2:16, and yeah, you know, you can definitely cut the time down. GTK is kicking, Nelson is kicking, Apo is kicking, Bun's kicking. You know, you can definitely do faster on this as well. I'm sure it will get to sub 2 minutes as well, but that's basically how to do it. As for challenge mode on this, what you would essentially do for challenge mode is change this over to a hang on a second, I'll quickly give you the challenge mode build as well. I'm not going to run the challenge mod because it takes 5 minutes plus, and I'll just show you what you're going to need on the setup because that should be enough. It's just changing the Denji, thanks so much for the follow, brother, I appreciate you. It's just basically changing 2 of the external components and then just changing the changing 1 module, and that's basically it. You can just change these 2 supernova components over to ascending parts, and then you're gonna want to change strong mentality over to maximize fire resist, and you're basically balling. That's all you need to do to change your build over to a challenge build, and yeah, you're basically balling. That's it. You could also replace electronic Synctium and then keep strong mentality. This would be the better option. I would say do this one instead. Yeah, that's basically the only change that you'd want to make. So peace. Yeah, that's everything. I'll see you guys in the next one.